There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
No place for you, sir. Crush the leech, boys! Oh, yeah! That's one of them vermin! you ugly fucker!
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
You listening? It ain't human! Kill it! Sir, step away! Stupid! I'll kill one of them, Bernie! He's dead!
We do the Lord's work here!
Oh, that's gonna smart! Away with you!
Have faith, brothers!
Good evening, Vampyr.
Are you here to end me, Leech?
Not at all, McCullum.
Really?
I need the blood of a king.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic?
I need the antidote to save this city.
It is within me to take your words as...
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet... I wish I could join this battle alongside you.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from...
Not enemies! Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick...
Thank you.
Indeed.
Why are you...
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents.
Were both your...
Yes. And yet worse.
And who...
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Priwen. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Priwen...
Yes. but we shall continue to protect innocents from...
Like me.
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stowe brothers.
How long have you known Lady Ashbury?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings.
Adieu.
Until we meet again, blood drinker.
He's a killer!
Not a place for you. Over there! There's one happening! Cross the leech, boys! I'll send you to hell. There's one of them! Watch yourselves! The beast must die!
plan seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
See how he dressed? Looks like an aristocrat. This is Ascalon's domain. Prepare to endure Ascalon law.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them!
Someone's playing a rock. No, I'm gonna find out
There's
nothing to do with it. You again. Have you heard that bastard's been...
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss.
Hello again.
Goodbye.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drink.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yep. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
Were you thankful for what he did for you?
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Wet boots shouldn't be fighting it.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed!
Goodbye.
So much noise. A vampire kills in utter silence.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reed. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has
How is the sanitary situation?
I think it's acceptable.
How are things?
Even if we're all children of God.
How are...
Even...
What do you...
A few years ago, a Skal decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then...
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the...
The Skals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day...
How did you meet...
When younger, I used to patrol the streets.
Had you already...
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are...
Oh, no, sir, I'm not.
Have you seen Harriet Jones?
No, she is with the sewer Skal.
What happened?
I guess we recognized each other. As Skals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone.
But why did she fake?
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caught...
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her.
Would you let me live?
No, Dr. Reed. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It was...
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination.
Farewell, Sean. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. I have this thirst for blood. This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Pre-1. No, not their style. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow. Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Take not a step further, child.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show you.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monster.
All right. But no more riddles.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes.
Why did you choose?
Only you could provide a modern...
What kind?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born.
What is your...
I do not
blood?
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of...
But who are you,
I am your maker. I am the servant...
Just...
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by...
What is...
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you. The need for blood.
Tell me about this disaster, creature.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon...
And who it...
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth...
The Morrigan, the Celtic goddess of war.
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this.
So the disaster is some sort of act...
That's your modern answer.
Tell me what it is, then.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. When...
I only wish to know how...
To perform an act so noble, you must
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill...
Your final task awaits you.
What will happen thereafter?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our fight.
Will it be over then?
Yes.
And then what?
How would I know?
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I...
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice, it be brave.
Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature? They took my daughter from me! I was a good mother. The shadows will devour you.
Is this a dream? Awake. This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Nobody ever helped.
Is this a dream? Awake. This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing.
It's over now.
Yes. You prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me.
No need to.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved...
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend.
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient, malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long. Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry. Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious...
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon.
Go back to sleep.
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has...
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no...
Why did Harry...
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge...
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone...
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics?
This is not over.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deep.
What will happen to Ascalon?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of...
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it.
What will become of the...
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark...
What will become of...
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish...
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny true...
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I did...
No, she is not what you say she is.
And you? Why are you here?
I am just here to salute my sons.
Your sons? Plural?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you know...
Tell me about William Marshall.
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here?
Have I not already
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood.
You just said it. It was the blood of a king.
King Arthur. What?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end.
Who are your sons?
You are my son.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat?
No. A castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you.
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in. It's locked, all right. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. This castle is falling apart. That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently. This painting looks suspicious. I can't believe I'm doing this. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and... voila.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this... vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few...
Where are we?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title.
Is this your retreat?
It's more of a sanctuary, really.
Are you not afraid someone...
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal.
Why did you flee?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier.
You mean you had to return to the real source?
Yes. To end it?
Will you go back?
No, Jonathan.
And what of your...
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster.
The city has suffered, but it will...
A more cynical analysis would be that this is an acceptable catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation, and the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you...
How could I not take care of him?
He gave you the...
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the...
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your...
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill, and...
No redemption.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feet.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eye.
We could...
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you?
Yes. But he saved me.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and...
I understand.
Thank you, John.
How did you meet?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me.
Why did he choose?
You should ask.
Did you ever?
Not even when he was infected and bit me.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse, forgetting the danger as you turned your back.
You should have...
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so...
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan.
Yes.
Sir William. My God. You really are.
Come close.
I think your hearing is fine.
What is it you want, then?
I found your research on the antidote.
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard? And
it took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood.
And did it?
Yes. The tears cleansed my...
I found and defeated the
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one.
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found...
How did you
We fought for hours. In the end,
The blood of hate. How does it affect you?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you were...
I would like to ask...
Vampire.
Considering your experience.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift.
Where did you
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near...
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen.
You met her?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes...
Do you know?
I don't want to discuss them.
Why?
I don't want to...
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the red song.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker. For he created everything.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance,
Tell me about Elizabeth.
I do not wish...
Please, Sir William. I need to know.
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain.
Where is this?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always...
What happened?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth.
You bit her again? Is that how...
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees.
How did you...
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family, singing for her death to come.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny, After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time.
Did you really?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how...
Do you not want...
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long.
You agree?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you...
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it would be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. And you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to start for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.